Hello, beautiful, beautiful souls. Soul dancer, the white dragon here, sitting under my papaya tree where the ancestors are looking down on me. That's such a beautiful image, isn't it? A beautiful meaning to the papaya tree. Today, something I want to share with you all. It's about the illusions that we prefer to believe about ourselves and about others. Oprah, before Maya, and was it before or after? It doesn't really matter. Oprah used a quote many years ago that she got from Maya Angelou, the great Maya Angelou. Excuse me. Dr. Maya Angelou. And it was this: believe people when they show you who they are the first time. Or actually, the correct quote was, believe people when they tell you who they are the first time. The thing is this: people show you who they are the first time, yet we refuse to accept it. We don't believe it because, well, particularly like in my case, and I'm always speaking from personal experience, when 5 siblings, we all grew up in the same house. Okay, it's true, I was neglected. Then I was ignored by my 4 siblings' father because I didn't like it. I didn't like him. He was what? I was 6 years old, and I didn't trust that man from the very first. I didn't like him because already as a neglected child to a 20-year-old mother when she had me, and I only used to get her attention really once a week on a Sunday when we went window shopping. So I resented him. And he didn't care for my presence either. He was after my gorgeous mother. She was such a beautiful woman. I don't know what happened. I mean physically on the outside. But from the time I saw, I'm going off on a tangent just to say something for you all to understand who I am and what I'm about. I recall seeing her photo when she was in her prime, and I swore to myself I will, and then comparing her with however many years later, I swore to myself I would never get old. I would never be old, because old then and now today means that you are decrepit. You walk and you hunch over as you age. You lose your memory. You don't care about yourself anymore. You don't take care of yourself. You don't explore. You're old. And that is still with me today. I will never be old. Never. And I look pretty fucking fantastic for 60. My birthday was on the 5th of January. So that makes me, I think, 62. Yeah. And I'm only gonna get better. I am only getting better. And I am getting younger every year. And like Deepak Chopra, in my 50s, I had an age of 40, around 40. I intend to return to that and become even better, so that as I age, as I grow younger every year, my inner age will be 40 and will stay there. Right, so beliefs and illusions. I have had this issue because this birth sister of mine, and I have to say birth sister because while we chose the family into which we were born, yes, because we have issues or had issues to deal with, we do have the choice of choosing our friends. When you believe your illusions, you are always going to fall into a trap from which you will not be able to extricate yourself. I come back to Maya Angelou's statement, and she should know. When people show you who they are the first time, and when people tell you who they are the first time, believe them. Believe them. I always tell people straight up, I'm not a nice person. I don't consider myself to be a nice person at all. Why? Simply because I am blunt. People don't like bluntness. They don't like straight talk. I can be very standoffish. I'm selfish just like everybody else. Give me my effing space. You know, I'm grouchy when I wake in the morning. I don't want to talk to anybody before 10 o'clock. And this is in this country, in this particular country, this is not respected at all. Because as soon as they open their mouths in the morning, as soon as their eyes fly open, they turn on the radio and it's a yap, 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 yap from the word go. There's a weird thing here in this country as well. Everybody wants to get a good morning. Who the fuck cares about good morning? I am not interested in opening my mouth to speak. Because I never explained this to people, to many. Good morning, Pooja. But basically, my energy is not centered, it's not back. I need to recenter myself and go through my own routine before I begin communicating with others. And I give myself until 9 or 10 from the time I wake. But people's illusions, please, I want you all to pay attention to this. When people show you who they are in particular, believe them. So if you are ignored, you are going out with someone and you are being ignored, or they make comments about you, or they they disrespect you, or they treat you in a particular way that hurts, do not brush it off, ladies. The people are showing you exactly who they are. Believe them and run a mile in the other direction. This is very important because women in particular make excuses for others who do this. It doesn't matter if it is in your home, in your household, then you will just have to keep them at arm's length or keep that message that they gave you at the back of your mind so you know what to expect. And for others, say no. I'm not going down that road with you. People will always show you who they are. If you are an observer, perfect. If you are not an observer because you want to hide from life, they will tell you who they are. Believe them, I beg of you. Because I have seen some ugliness here over the past day that just makes me shake my head and feel sad and so disappointed. I will share what it is later once I deal with it. But this is what came up, and I repeat for the third time. When people show you who they are and tell you who they are, believe them. They are not going to change. Women in particular, again I say, live under this fallacy. Oh, he didn't mean that. If you're in a relationship, regardless of the type of relationship, or you all are dating, going for a coffee, maybe meeting for lunch, just for a walk, these actions by the men and women that you accompany, whether it's a same-sex relationship or not, they are telling you by their actions who they are. Do not make excuses for them. That will be to your detriment if you go into a relationship with these individuals. That is based on any kind of relationship at all. It doesn't really matter. And you get caught. We get caught, not just you, me too. Because we feel so needy. And that neediness is low self-esteem. Thank you, Pooja. That neediness is low self-esteem and lack of self-love. Girls in particular are not taught to love and appreciate themselves. And this is what I am always targeting and fighting for, because we have the right to, I'm looking at the dog, I just gave her a big turkey bone. We have the right to exist in love, in respect, in harmony. And when that is not the case, each and every one of you, because I'm working on it as well, I'm no different, need to ask yourself why. You need to observe your parents, your family members, and you need to be honest with yourself, because we all put ourselves in these situations for a reason. There are lessons to learn and challenges to overcome. That's the only reason. Once you get it, and you walk away. Letting go is very hard. I mean, that's my challenge. I've done it. That was my challenge in this life. All right? And which is why, as I explained in previous videos and whatever else, that is why I ended up back here under this roof with these people. So, my dear, Pooja, I'm not reading the rest of your message. And in fact, you have to learn about self-love. This is what I have been talking about this morning. Everybody has hurt you in every relationship because you are going into relationships, young lady, with the expectation that people are going to love you. Nobody can rise above the opinion of themselves. And that is a direct quote from Tony Robbins, and it was repeated by my coach, Peter Sage. You cannot rise above the opinion of yourself. What does that mean? It means that when you do not love yourself as the most important person in the world, nobody else is going to love you like that. That's it. And consequently, it is time to practice self-love and self-forgiveness. Accept the responsibilities for your actions. You're not forgiving anybody, you know. You are only forgiving yourself, Pooja, for the things that you have said, for the things that you have done, and then you begin practicing self-love. When you can look in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you, and mean it, looking into your eyes, and that you find yourself so beautiful, so magnificent. There is nobody else on the planet more gorgeous, beautiful, loving, respected, worthy than you. Then you know that you are in the right place. And if you want a relationship, you will then and only then attract the kind of man or woman who will be on that same vibration as well. Self-love is the way to go. Self-forgiveness is the way to go. That is the only way to go. We do not go into relationships to find love, you know. We go into relationships for the contrast, meaning so that the other person will be a mirror to us and show us who we are. If you don't like the way you feel with them, it means that you are seeing a part of yourself, and that is what you don't like. When you accept in a relationship the other person as they are, that person will accept you as they are, as you are. When you are in a relationship and you do not try to change the person, that's respect. The other person does not try to change you, that's respect. In all relationships, there must be mutual respect. There must be love. There must be freedom. Those three. If those things do not exist, it is not the right relationship for you. So, my dear Pooja, in ending, I will say you are on the road to self-love and self-forgiveness. That is the only way that you will attract, my dear, the relationship that you want. The relationship in which you can expand and be yourself. You don't have to try to be somebody else. That is love. And that man or that woman is going to be blissed out just the way you will be blissed out when the two of you are together. Because you see each other for who they are, you accept each other for who they are, and you are walking the path on the same journey together for a while. A while could be 6 months, a while could be 1 year, a while could be 7 years, or a while could be until both of you make the transition. Got me? Beautiful. So on that note, my beautiful souls, I'm going to say ciao.